I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Today was sentencing day for Barbara McDowell, the former Otisville clerk and treasurer, who admitted to stealing more than $76,000 from the village over a 5-year period. Judge Nicholas DeRosa sentenced McDowell to 6 months in Orange County Jail and 5 years probation. She had pleaded guilty to a felony grand larceny charge for stealing the money, then doctoring village paperwork to cover up the crimes. Otisville Deputy Mayor Diane Loven said the thefts have taken a toll beyond the major financial problems that were created for the village and its residents.
There's all the intangibles, the emotional effect that this has had on the village. Again, it's a small community. This is somebody they knew, they watched grow up. Many of them came to love, and if they can't trust her not to do this to them, it's very difficult for them to trust anybody else, and it's going to take a long time before any kind of trust in local government can be reestablished.
McDowell's attorney said the thefts were triggered by serious personal and family pressures that caused her life to spiral out of control. McDowell has repaid all of the stolen money, totaling $76,662.25. Elsewhere, charges of grand larceny and falsifying business records have been filed against a former sales associate at the JCPenney store in the Crystal Run Galleria. 41-year-old Miranda Johnson of Middletown is accused of stealing about $3,300 worth of wedding rings from the town of Wallkill store. Investigators say Johnson used phony vouchers and gift cards in an attempt to hide the thefts. When the Newburgh School Board meets next Tuesday, members may reveal possible disciplinary action against district personnel who were connected to the irregularities with the Newburgh Free Academy attendance policy that allowed basketball stars to play in games without attending classes. That news came out of a meeting between district officials and the Newburgh NAACP, whose members are demanding school district accountability and follow-through when it comes to attendance policy.
Talk is cheap. You know, we want to see some action, and based upon that action, that will determine whether they're earnest in what their jobs are supposed to be doing.
At next Tuesday's meeting, school board members are expected to admit to, quote, systematic failures in the handling of attendance issues at NFA. No recommendations have yet to come out of what is currently a 3-month-long school district investigation. Those who came to the lodge at Rock Hill today were hoping to pick up a bargain. More than 400 parcels were available to the highest bidder during the first day of Sullivan County's 2-day tax foreclosure auction. It was expanded to 2 days in order to deal with twice the number of properties for sale compared to last year, the result of delinquent tax payments. The rise in available properties is due to a 63% increase in foreclosures in Sullivan County from 2009. Reporter Leonard Sparks will have more on the story in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. The news was a lot better this time around for officials in the Menacing Valley School District. Residents yesterday approved a revised budget by about 1,000 votes in what was reportedly one of the largest voter turnouts in district history. The almost $86 million spending plan includes 21 job cuts and a tax levy increase of 9.4%. The voter-approved budget is about $500,000 less than the one rejected by Menacing voters last month. Well, come July 1st, the Mechanicstown Elementary School in Middletown will officially go by the name of the William A. Carter Elementary School. During a ceremony this morning, the building was renamed in honor of a man who became the heart and soul of the school. Willie Carter died last September at the age of 84. He took a job as a phys ed teacher in Middletown in 1960 and became principal at Mechanicstown Elementary in 1968, a position he held until his retirement in 1992. Among those attending this morning's renaming ceremony, Willie's daughters Jackie and Sharon and his wife Ernestine.
My husband, I am sure, is looking down on us, and he is just happy that this honor is being bestowed on him. And I just think it's wonderful for the city of Middletown, for the state of New York, and for all of us. We will benefit.
Carter also educated locals in other ways as the first golf pro at the town of Wallkill Golf Club and at his indoor golf center in Middletown. Today's speaker said it was fitting that the school be renamed in his memory because of the positive impact Carter had on the children who passed through its doors.
He touched many, many lives, not just of those students that he had an opportunity to work with on a day-to-day basis, but his colleagues, his students, his teachers, his custodial staff. Everybody that he worked with, he had a positive influence on.
Among the people in the news, Monticello Police Chief Doug Solomon, who has announced that he will retire effective August 5th. Solomon has been with the Monticello Police Department for 23 years, the past 9 as chief. Solomon says he plans to take a job in the private sector. Village leaders will now begin the search for his replacement. And if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, you may find it in this week's edition of 845 Scene here at Record Online. Times-Herald Record Arts and Entertainment editor Timothy Malcolm is here with a preview.
Thank you, Tracy. Well, could this be the biggest week of arts and entertainment in the history of the Hudson Valley? Well, who knows, but it is surely going to be a huge week, and we have a lot to talk about in the 845 Scene Show this week. We're going to look at the opening of the Woodstock Playhouse, the opening of the Maverick concert season, plus a whole lot more entertainment from Woodstock to Highland Lake, all coming up on the 845 Scene Show. We'll also have music from blues to indie rock, so much more. And of course, me, Timothy Malcolm. That's at this week's 845 Scene Show only at 845scene.com and recordonline.com. That's coming tomorrow. Back to you, Tracy.
Well, high humidity and the threat of more rainstorms will be staying with us for a while. Tomorrow will be cloudy and sticky again with a good chance of additional showers or thunderstorms. The highs will be up around 80 degrees. Forecast is the same for Friday with uncomfortable conditions and shower activity predicted. Temperatures will again reach 80 degrees. Get a complete look at all that's happening by picking up tomorrow's edition of the Times-Herald Record. And when news breaks, you will find it here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.